Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1. I want to make a follow-up to my last video on the 5S's for prisoners. A lot of you said you're not going to take prisoners. Then do the honorable thing and fight under the black flag. If you don't know what the black flag is, the black flag is symbolizing to the other side that you are not going to take any prisoners. And that just makes it not really fair to them, but they understand that if they do surrender, they're going to be killed anyways. So I guess that's the honorable thing to do. So you need to fight under the black flag, which is, I have no problems with that. You can do that. A lot of you, I don't know if you've ever actually had to kill someone. I don't know if you've actually had to take a prisoner after you've just exchanged a lot of gunfire with them. A lot of talk, and it's easy to talk on the keyboard. I understand that. But what I was trying to get at is, if you think we can have a SHTF conflict, civil war, our side better organized. If not, it will be your little family against everybody else, and that is chaos. That is not what we want. If there is a situation, we would like to unite so the republic can go forward. If it's just every little house and homestead and family and clique and clan against everyone else, Mad Max. Totally understand that. But I'm trying to get a point across. One point was just sort of telling you, if you have to have prisoners, some guidelines of what you can do, the 5S's, to make it efficient. Hopefully you learned that. There's a point you need that. A point is also spray painting their hand. Some of you thought you spray paint their hand, then you let them go. No, you use the 5S's and you take them somewhere. So if you don't have that system set up, you really wouldn't spray paint their hand. There would be no purpose of it. Then you'll have to make a decision if you're going to release them or you're going to deal with the consequences. I don't know how many of you, if you have a 13, 14-year-old son that's fighting alongside you trying to protect your family, that you'll just pull out your pistol, walk up to the other side, and shoot someone in the head. I don't know how many of you have actually shot someone or seen someone get shot in the head. Hopefully you don't have to do that, because eventually you'll live with that decision. Your son will live with that decision of watching that happen. So hopefully you're not in that situation. But some things I wanna say. If during a crisis and it goes SHTF, and we do have some good high-ranking officers, those officers won't want to unite us if that's what they see out there. Because if they unite us and you fight under a flag, you wear a uniform, and you're recognized as an armed force, you're going to have to follow what comes down from higher, because no officer is not going to lead you and take responsibility for you if you're a loose cannon, or certain elements in that group, being active duty, are following one set of rules, but us as militia or civilians are following a different set of rules. No officer is going to accept that and take responsibility for that. There's a fine line between SHTF and then trying to get organized, and that's what the whole S's are for. We are organized to a point. If you look at the Civil War of the United States, 1 out of 4 soldiers at some time during the war were taken as prisoner. 1 out of 4. That is a fact. Prison camps had horrendous conditions. So in an SHTF, when we're trying to stabilize things, they're going to be horrendous decisions. Now, if you're a homestead and you're attacked by some marauders, that's not what I'm getting at here. I'm trying to go from the point of SHTF, organizing community defense forces, having some rules and regulation because we are honorable men, and going from there. Now, taking someone into custody because they're bad, turning them over to a judge, turning them over and have a very quick, not the way we have courts now, a very quick trial form, very quick, and in an SHTF it would be very quick. And then the punishment would be dealt out, and the punishment would be very severe, probably life ending and life changing for the bad guy. If someone knows there's no possibility of surrender, they're going to fight to the death. That is for sure. So having that philosophy after things stabilize can be counterproductive to any conflict. They're going to fight with everything they have. So, yes, I understand SHTF and you're protecting your homestead. I'm trying to get you to think further the community organizing to deal with this threat. So, fight under a black flag. It's literally a black flag, and that shows everyone that you're taking no prisoners. Hopefully this helps. Don't call me stupid on my video. I know you don't have time to feed them. You don't have the resources. But I'm trying to get past that initial SHTF to organizing and doing the honorable thing. The honorable thing might be, after they're caught, justice is given out, but it might be given out on a community level. This might help the mental stability of a lot of people. People talk so tough on YouTube. It's amazing. But when it comes down to it, I've had people surrender to me overseas. Literally surrender. 1 second they're shooting. Next second the gun is on the ground. They're walking towards you, hands up, surrendering. Granted, we had the whole infrastructure of the U.S. military so we could detain them and get them out of there so we could keep moving on with our mission. Eventually, we will have to do that. The first week, month, year, I don't know. It might be total SHTF. So, I understand you don't have the resources to feed them. Totally. But I'm looking past that, looking at it, looking at the end and how we can organize. And if you don't know the 5 S's, and we say to implement them, what are you going to do? Now you know the 5 S's. You can memorize the 5 S's. You have a simple SOP of marking their hand. So if we don't have the tag system in place and we're tagging people, at least things can get done right. So please, use some common sense. I know you don't have food. You don't have a place to put them. But I'm looking further down the road than you are. Thanks for watching.